So good evening children once again, and from the last video I am going to continue ahead, and I remember we were discussing precedence of operators and we had discussed functions and brackets. So now we are going to discuss unary operators. Now unary operators are something which you have not seen earlier, so you just need to pay a bit of attention here. Now first of all, what are unary operators? Unary operators are those operators which work on only one operand. Like suppose if I write 5 plus 2. So plus is the operator. On how many data is it working? It is working on two data, 5 and 2. So plus is a binary operator. Why? Because it is working on two data. But unary operators work on only one data. Now, unary operators, children, you have seen one unary operator in mathematics, and that is still here in Java also, and that was unary minus. So what is unary minus? Unary minus is a minus sign which you place before any data to make it negative. So what does unary minus do? It basically negates a data, or it makes a data negative, like x is equal to minus 5. So notice minus here is working only on one data, that is 5. Now the next set of operators in unary operator are basically increment and decrement operators. Now what is increment operator? Notice here children, in the sign of unary increment operator I have given 2 plus sign, and in the case of decrement operator I have given 2 minus sign. You have not come across such operators in mathematics. So increment means increasing the value of a variable by 1. Suppose a variable is there, suppose a, and it has got 5. I want to increase the value of the variable to make it 6. So I'll have to write a plus plus or plus plus a. So you can see there in the table, in the example I have given there, int a is equal to 5, a plus plus, and then system.out.println a. So notice here output given is 6. You can see in the table there. So notice plus plus sign has been used by along with a, and the value of a gets incremented by 1. So increment is always done by 1, and the new output given is 6. On the other side of the table, if you see int is equal to 5, and here instead of writing a plus plus I have written plus plus a. So when you use increment or decrement operator in front of the variable, then it is known as postfix. Post means baad mein. So anything which you put after the variable, that is postfix. If you put the plus plus sign or minus minus sign before the variable, then it is prefix. Now again int is equal to 5, you can see that plus plus a, and then system.out.println a, you can see that the output given is 6. So that means there is no difference between a plus plus and plus plus a if we are using them singly. Now what do I mean by the term singly is nothing else is used along with a plus plus and plus plus a. But if you look below in the table, you will see the heading, when used in expressions there is a difference. Now expressions means, notice children, here I have written int a is equal to 5 and b is equal to a plus plus. So b is equal to is also there and a plus plus is there. Compare it with the previous example when I have used singly, only a plus plus is there, no other variable is there. So when I use more than one variable in an expression, then it becomes an expression, or it becomes different. So in expressions, postfix and prefix have a lot of a difference, and this is one major part of your paper, means topic, one major part of your syllabus, from where question is 10,000% going to come, or it is surely going to come. 10,000% is a hypothetical data, I'm just telling it so that to emphasize on its importance. So it is a sure question which comes every time. So now notice you will be given questions like this: int a is equal to 5 and b is equal to a plus plus. System.out.println a and system.out.println b, and you will be asked to give the output. Now notice children, output given is 6 in the first case when I am printing the value of a, and output given is 5 in the second case when I am printing the value of b. On the other side, in the prefix side, it is b is equal to plus plus a. Here the output given is 6 and output given is 6. That means in both the cases the output given is 6. Now, when you are listening to this video, make sure that you see the screen and see the example also children, because programs I cannot speak till and until you look at the examples you won't understand. So don't look at my face but look at the example. So in the postfix children, what happens is that post means later on. So postfix, that means later on it will increase the value of it. So what it is going to do before that? When I say later on, that means something is there before that also. So what it is going to do before incrementing the value of a, that is the question in postfix. So in postfix children, it will do whatever it has to do. Okay, and when that thing has been done, then only it will increase later on the value of a. So notice here b is equal to a plus plus. So assignment is there, equal to sign is there, assignment is there, and plus plus is there. So first it will assign the value of a in b. So what value will go in b? The initial value of a 5 will go from a to b, or will be copied from a to b, and then the value of a will be increased. So a will become 6. That is why children, in the first case you get the output as 6, and in the case of b it is giving the output as 5, because first it inserted the value of a in b and then it incremented. Okay, but in prefix children, what happens is first it increments the value, okay, and then it assigns. So first a value becomes 6 and then it is stored in b. So notice 6 goes in b also. So if you compare both the examples, you will see that in both the cases the value of a has been incremented. The difference comes in the variable b. So that is a catch, and you need to understand this, that in postfix first the variable will be used in the expression and then the value will be incremented, and in prefix first the variable is incremented and then used in the expression. Now number of questions to find output is given in your book. Please try them out so that you understand them in a better way, or you get some practice there. Next comes binary operators. What are binary operators? Binary operators are those operators children which work on two operands, like into, division, and then you see the percentage sign. Remember, the percentage sign has got no relation with percentage. It has nothing to do with percentage. It is known as modulus in Java, and it gives you remainder. How it will be used, that I have explained in the box below, so that we are going to discuss a bit later on. So right now, in the first level of binary operators, you can see into, division, and modulus. Below that, plus and minus. Now notice into, division, and modulus are in the same level. It is not like BODMAS where division was ahead or on the top and then below division was multiplication. Here into, division, and multiplication are at the same level. Into, division, and modulus are at the same level, and they all are given equal preference. So naturally, if I have used into and division both in a statement or in an expression, which one will be executed first? That will depend upon direction of associativity, and you can see an arrow mark from left to right. Now notice the example which I have given on the screen. D is equal to A into B by C, and in the next line I have written D is equal to A by B into C. Now in the first case, into sign is encountered before division in the direction of associativity, that means in the direction of the arrow. So in the first case, into will be done, prior to division. But in the same case, in the second example, children, division is prior to into, so division will be done first and then multiplication will be done. So it is like three friends of yours whom you treat them equally, so you don't have any preference. So whichever you meet first, you talk to them first. So that is the way. So whichever operator is encountered first in the direction of associativity, that operator will be worked upon first. So that is associativity and binary operators. So into, division and modulus are at higher level than plus and minus. Again, plus and minus are at the same level. They are given equal preference and direction of associativity is followed. Now, look at the example given in the box. Here I have shown you the difference between division and modulus sign. I have used int a is equal to 5, b is equal to 2, c and d, c is equal to a by b and d is equal to a modulo b, and then system.out.println c and d. I am printing the values of c and d. That means the resultant of a by b and a modulo b. In the first case, you get the output as 2. Why? Because computer or Java divides 5 by 2 and gives you the quotient. Now remember, it will not give you the result in decimal here. Why? Because the data type used is int. So if all the variables are of int type, it will always give you the quotient. If one of the variables is in double or a decimal type, float or double, then only you are going to get the result in decimal. We are going to discuss more about it in the topic type conversion, which is going to come ahead. Okay, so notice the output C, that is 2, and in the case of D, you are getting output as 1. Now what is this 1? 5, when you divide by 2, you get the remainder 1. So modulus operator gives the remainder. I hope you would have understood it here. Now shift operators is not in the syllabus, you need not worry about it. Relational operators, children, less than, greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to, and then double equal to is there. I don't know how much it is visible on the screen. You can make out two equal to's or not, but this is double equal to and then exclamation equal to, that is not equal to. Now, relational operators are also known as comparison operators or conditional operators. They are used in conditions in Java. Now, when do we write conditions? How do we write conditions? That is going to be the next chapter, so we need not worry about them. But remember, whenever we are writing conditions, then we are going to use these conditional operators: less than, greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to are at a higher level than double equal to and not equal to. Now, there is a hell lot of a difference between single equal to and double equal to. When I use double equal to, it means LHS is equal to RHS. And when I use single equal to, then it means that take the value of RHS and store it in the variable in LHS. That is why single equal to is known as assignment operator and double equal to is known as equal to operator. So whenever you want to specify equality, then you are going to use double equal to. Remember this. Now, children, we are going to discuss subtly here in this video, and then we are going to continue from here in the next video. So till then, take care and study well, and don't miss these things from the book. Just give it a reading and get acquainted to this particular topic, because this is one of the most important topics in your syllabus, and you are going to get questions from here in all your computer exams right from now till the time you are in computing. Okay, so take care of yourself and goodbye.